Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, D Plans and Budgets. On this channel, we do all things cash stuffing using prop money. We do a zero-based budgeting and I make some pretty fun stuff. Today, however, we're going to be doing something different. I made a 52-week envelope challenge and I'm going to be putting cash in there. So if this sounds like something you want to watch me reveal, please stay tuned. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. If you are a new person, welcome. If you're a returning person, welcome back. And if you are a subscriber, cheers to you. Thank you so much for being with me on my channel. So as I mentioned, I made this 52-week envelope challenge. I put the making of this up on a YouTube short, but I will insert that here. So I'm going to attempt my first ever voiceover. I started cutting these 2.5-inch squares and I created this on Canva. I then layered on top of them some extra laminate, dull side up, so that it won't stick, to make these little envelopes. I then ran them through the laminator, not once but twice, both sides. When I got all done, I had a total of 5 sheets ready for cutting. Now don't let the speed of this video deceive you. This was a long project, took more than a half hour, but alas, I was done cutting out all the little envelopes. Had to round the corners so it would fit into the box, and then bam, got them all done. Next, I had to lay them out so I know the specific numbers that I'd put into my box and counted out how many I needed. Mixed them all up because I don't want to cheat, needs to be random. And here I just gave a little demonstration of how it's all done. I know that I have mentioned one time before that I take a little bit of spending money each week. And I just carry that in my purse because everybody needs to have some spending money. My cash envelopes are stuffed all with prop money. They represent the money that's in the bank. I use my credit card and then I take the money out of the envelopes as I pay that credit card off. So I wanted to do one of these 52-week challenge boxes, and I wanted to do it in real cash because I'm going to take this cash with me next year to the Pacific Northwest as a little bit of extra spending money above and beyond what I'm saving for that trip. And I'm going to do this in cash because I know a lot of people would like to see how you can handle a little bit of cash on a weekly basis and have it equal a pretty good amount. This is going to equal $750 when it's done. I'm going to be stuffing it weekly. Excuse me, I'm going to be stuffing it weekly out of the cash that I have in my wallet. Now, because I'm going to be taking this with me approximately, I don't know, the first or second year next year, I need to make up some weeks because I just made this. And I sat down and I figured, and I need to make up 10 weeks. So today we're going to stuff in this envelope 10 weeks of these challenges. Now, a couple of things real quick on making the boxes. And I didn't necessarily, I can't, when I make it for a short, I can't necessarily talk you through this. But there's a couple things that I highly recommend when you're doing something like this. The first one is to use 5 milliliter laminate sheets, 5 milliliter laminate sheets. And there's a couple of reasons for this. First, they stick better, especially if you get a good brand of them. But also, as you're laying your project down, when you're doing a lot of these small ones, the heavier weight of the heavier paper will keep them sturdy as you go through the laminate machine. And you'll see that when you watch the video. The second thing is always make a few extra. Because I guarantee you in here there's one of these that maybe I put in backwards or whatever. And so always make a few extra. You know, fill up your sheets, have a few extra in there. And then not only do you have them to make up for one that may not be working properly, but if you have some extra money, you can stuff some extra envelopes. I'm going to admit that I took out the 100 and the 75 from this. They were the only 2 of this denominations, and it was to make them budget because I wanted this to be smaller in 20s, 15s, 10s, and 5s. So I took these 2 out because I'm going to be stuffing today out of past week's savings that I had. And so I have the money in here. If I were to draw 175 on a regular month, that would be more than my spending cash. And so I wanted, you know, since I have to make up 10 weeks anyhow, I wanted to make sure and do these two. Now I'm going to draw 8 more with you because I need to make up for that. So it's really easy. I'm just planning these. I'm going to do 1. I'm not looking. 2, 3. Put those together. Oops. You may not be able to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So these are the 10 envelopes I'm going to be stuffing today. So I have the 175 pulled out here. I need to get 2 5s for those. I need to get 15 for that one. I need to get 2 20s for those, and I need to get 3 10s. Get a better 10. And 3 10s. All right, now I need to add all this up. I had to get my calculator. I'll get a drink of coffee while I'm over there. So I'm going to add all these up. This was 175, 10, plus 15, plus 40, plus 30 is 270. That should be what I have here. So 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 60, 65, and 70. All right. I designed these envelopes specifically, and I'm gonna show you before I stuff these big ones because it won't necessarily work. But I designed these specifically so that you can take the money and you fold it in thirds. Oops, need to make sure I'm up there so you can see it. You fold it in thirds, actually maybe a little more than thirds. Nope, that'll work. And then you can see that Hamilton's face is on there. And so that tells you it's a $10 bill in there, because after I put the money in, it will block the 10. But I know it's a 10. How fun is that? And I'll do another 10. Trying to figure out where I need to fold these to make that work. I want all this face showing. Okay, there we go. Fold to the first serial number, and then maybe fold. There we go. Do it this way. You're figuring this out with me. I don't stuff real cash. I stuff prop money, and I don't like to do anything that takes that to be folded or bent. So this is a learning experience for me, this folding money. All right. Pop it in there. And another 10. And I said fold to the serial number. And then fold that to there. All right. I think I'm getting the hang of it. This using real money thing. Look how cute those are. See, so it says 10 on the back, but it looks upside down, of course. But then look, they're little $10 bills. Again, sometimes you guys, sometimes I just like, I just love to be creative and make things. And so when my idea in my head comes out and it's actually as good or better than I hoped it would be, it's super exciting. See, now this one has Mr. Jackson on it, so you know it's a 20 in there. Not that I'm going to count this. I know what the amount is when it's done is $7.50. And who knows, I might put some of those extra envelopes in here, because who doesn't want to have a bit of extra cash when you're going to see your grandson? I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to have cash to spoil cute little things? All right, so now I have 15. And this one, I think I'll show the little Hamilton guy first. What if I could do it? Nah, that would get complicated. You know what? I might try to, someday in the future, I might try to do it so the face is half and half. But for right now, whatever. There's only like 10 of these 15s in here, so. See, I was thinking I could fold it so half of one face and half of the other. And I might work on that off camera and do that in the future. And then 5. Got little Mr. Lincoln here. Fold it up. This 5, Mr. Lincoln again. Gotta go to that. Oops. This serial number on this side. I'm telling you, this folding money thing, I'm a novice. I'm a novice because I use prop money and I don't fold it. I'm a novice with real money. I don't know what I'm doing. Oops, and I forgot to cut that one. I'll be right back. Problem solved. Just use my scissors rather than get out my cutter. All right. And then for this 100, we're going to take this wonderful Mr. Franklin right here. We want his head to show. Okay, this one's going to have like a little dual fold in here, I think. Yeah. I'm only going to have one of these in this box. One little Mr. Franklin. And then 50, 70, and 5. And we will put Mr. Grant right on the front. I just thought this was really clever because I wanted it to where I didn't have to put stickers and stuff on the envelopes. So I wanted the number to show through before you stuffed it. But then once you stuffed it, you can still see what it is via the denominations. And there's no more $50 ones in here, so I'll know this is 75. And there we go. So we have the beginning of my little box. As this gets thicker or fatter, I'll find a different thing to put in there to keep this together. And look at that, folks. I am saving with some cash. So I hope that you liked this video. And if you did, please like it. Little thumbs up, subscribe, put a notification on there as well if you would. Get a little bell when I post a video. I'm also doing some shorts. I did a short, like I said, on this, which is also previewed in this video. Have a great day, everybody. It is a nice fall day out there, and take a walk. I highly recommend it. Bye.